Hello everyone and welcome to Sharpers Gaming, and today we're going to be looking at some weird flanks and shortcuts you can take as Brigitte. I'm going to throw out this warning right away. Most of these probably won't be practical within your games. I would suggest if you want to use them in quick play. Don't go into comp saying, hey, I've got a Brigitte flank I'm going to use, especially with her current nerfs, where it's a little harder for her to kill things, but that gives you more of a reason to use your shield bash for other reasons rather than trying to kill people with them. Your shield bash becomes more of a stun exclusive kind of thing, kind of like McCree's flashbang, and you can also use it for movement, kind of like McCree's roll. So you can kind of compare it to McCree there. You know, McCree does all the damage now and she doesn't. So to start off, we're going to be looking at a couple of the maps where you need to use shield bash to get across certain gaps. I didn't include any gaps that she can just jump across without the shield bash, because that means every hero can do it, because Brigitte's jump isn't all that. So like if we come across any that I think may not be as noticeable to people, maybe I'll show them to you in this video. Otherwise we can do a separate video for shortcuts for things. Also for exclusively for heroes that can do specific shortcuts and flanks. Just let me know in the comment section below if you want to see those, or any other kind of tips and hints videos that you guys can think of. But anyway, we're going to click Brigitte here. We are on Hanamura for the first couple. There are a couple here, so we come out of the attacker spawn. I do have unlimited shield bash going just for speed purposes. You only use one shield bash though. None of these you need multiple shield bashes for, because that just wouldn't make sense. So the first one is going to be when you're attacking. You can come up here, and of course, like every once in a while you'll get a sniper that's crazy. You'll stand up here. You can just run around and get them here. They'll probably move by the time you get there because you don't have the unlimited shield bash to get you up here quick. But then of course over here in this window you'll have snipers setting up. So this one takes a little finagling. You got to run, jump, and right at the height of the jump you got a shield bash, which of course I missed. That's another reason not to try a lot of these flanks, because a lot of them are very precise. I'm gonna see if I can get the second one here. Yup. Nope. All right. We're gonna do a quick cut. I'll show you when I actually do get it. See, easy as pumpkin pie. It only took me 4 tries. All right. So of course you got that one. You can come up here, knock people down, and then you can make your way to point from up here. You can also, if you're defending, just go over the top and then come behind people. It's a little easier from the other side. Like you can see, I can keep missing there. But again, from the oh, geez, someone flying there. From the defender's side, if you, as you're setting up, if you want to make your way up here, this one's a little easier to do, but it does take precision when you shield bash. So you can actually make it up there. You can see if I just jump normally, she just hits the wall, falls down. But if you shield bash before you make contact with the wall, so like if you do the shield bash right there, she won't do it when the shield's already touching the wall. But if you run, jump, and shield bash before you hit the wall, you actually get so much momentum, you go flying over the top. You can time her, well, not time, you can like place her momentum in the air so you actually stop up there. Kind of like that. You kind of backpedal as soon as you hit it, and then you can be up here. I think I did this in a video actually. I might have showed getting up here, but you don't get a lot out of this obviously because your flail doesn't make it all the way down. You can kind of whip shot people and just kind of boot people down. You can also get over there, and you can heal from up here is basically all you can do. So it's not a great place for her to be, but if you got like, again, if you want to do the over the top flank here, you can, but again, a lot of these not very useful. But we have one more for Hanamura, and this one you actually need a couple shield bashes for, so it takes a little bit longer, so it may not be the most useful, but this is a really weird spot to have Brigitte come from. So the goal is to get over there, which you can't do from here because that ledge is long. Oh, sometimes you get that glitch when you have unlimited whip shots where the flail doesn't go all the way. But this ground is higher than this one, so you can't make that jump. You could probably try that one that we did with the shield bash over there, which I'll try in a second here. I just won't have it on camera unless I actually do it. And then this one is way too far away to do it. So you have to use your shield bash here, time it so that as you're falling, you'll hit, your momentum will go here. Don't do it straight from the top because you'll just hit the top of the roof here. But then you hang out here for a little bit, 8 seconds obviously for the cooldown. Probably back here where they can't see you because the whole point is to surprise them. And then you stay on this side. And then you're close enough to this where you can shield bash over the top. And then you come in from this side. Which this side, you really only get Divas, Junkrats, Symmetras. I mean, Symmetra could teleport everybody over, so you don't have to waste your time shield bashing like that. But again, from the defending side, if you want to do a stupid flank, you can come over here and come in from the backside. Typically, if you're doing these weird-ass flanks, the other team either has to be really, really bad, that you're able to take them all out by yourself, or you want to go with some of your other mobile heroes, like Diva. Tracer can make that jump too, obviously. But I'm gonna attempt to do the shield bash hop up on this side, and I'll let you know if it works. If it doesn't, we'll just move on. Nope, it's not gonna work. So she's too low, so she won't make that jump. So we're just gonna move on to the next map then here. So now we are here at Volskaya Industries, and this one, if I remember what my parts are here, are going to be a lot less useful than Hanamura even was. Hanamura's you can kind of use to advantage stuff, but Volskaya's especially, there's one here, you can make it over here. Like, sometimes, I'm basing a lot of these on quick play where you see a lot of more meme Reddit type things. You'll have like Junkrats and Hanzos and stuff sitting on top of here. So if you climb to the top of this, you have to be really like quick and precise with it because she'll fall off this railing, and this railing doesn't break. So you have to get on top of the railing, jump, and shield bash over there, and you'll make it. And I can't do it obviously because again, a lot of these are just such precise timing, and when you actually have the shield bash cooldown, it's not worth it a lot of the time. So these are more just for fun, and I'm gonna probably say that many more times within this video, but let's see if I can do it one more time. Otherwise I'll call it a fail, which, okay, one more time. And actually I'll cut just till when I actually do it. There we go. So if you like actually take your time, you can't make it back over there, but if you take your time and stand on the railing instead of just trying to run and jump, so you kind of have to edge yourself up there. Like, because if you try and jump up onto this railing, you'll just fall. So you have to, like, push yourself up onto it, and then jump and shield bash, and then you'll make it. And then, actually, from here, you can make it over to that window there, where you get a lot of snipers again. So, boom, knock a sniper out of the window, and then you can come over the top, too, and start beating people. You can shield bash Ryan, so he drops his shield. Because that's going to be another thing, too. Again, I do not advise doing these, but I wanted to make a video because some of them are kind of fun. If you got a Reinhardt who's holding the wall here, you can drop down and shield bash them then. I mean, you just use your shield bash, you got to stand up in that window for 8 seconds, which isn't always great, but yeah. And then there should be one more in Volskaya, so I'll see if I can find it here quick. Ah, yes, it's this one. So again, you're attacking, come up this side, you can be up here, messing around, and then you can make this jump with shield bash. Let me check to see if you can make that jump without shield bash. So you might not need. Nope, you do need it. You definitely need your jump to get over, or your shield bash to get over here. And then you can come across this way, drop down on people, or you can even make this jump, and that works both defending and attacking. Like if you've got somebody hiding up there that came around from the backside, you can use those steps to get up here, and then just make your quick jump, and then beat them, bash their head in, and send them back to spawn. And that should be all for Volskaya, so I'll move on to the... I'm not going to cover a lot of the ones that... there are some random ones that you can use shield bash for, but you don't necessarily need to. Kind of like from... You can shield bash from there over to here, which is kind of obvious one as well. But a lot of them where there's ramps and stuff, I'm not going to worry about teaching you because they should be obvious. But yeah, let's move on to the next map. And then Blizzard World is our next map that we have some things for. So when you're attacking, you come up through here, and then you can go around through here. A lot of the times, if the teams are smart, they'll set up here, take the high ground, so you can shoot down on the enemy team. But in quick play, you'll get a lot of people standing right up here. Sometimes they'll stand right here, which this one isn't bad either, because you got this statue to hide you. But typically, this is where you'd want to set up. But again, in quick play, they won't. So you can come right up here. Maybe there'll be a widow, knock her down or whatever. And then you can make your way right to point by doing this. You don't have to waste your time going around. I mean, it's not that much going from up there to right here, but you can jump right over the top and come here. And then hang out here, hopefully take point, shield bash people off, knock them off, all that fun stuff. And from my notes, oh yes, there's one more from Blizzard World. It's all the way at the end, right at the last point. So you're coming in again from attacking, and maybe you just respawn from the spawn point that's right behind this wall here, and your team's all the way over there with the payload trying to get it in, and you don't want to waste your time walking around that way. Maybe you want to come in from the backside, but people are fighting here, which happens not very often, but again, you see some weird things in quick play, so you never know. And I'm not sure if you need to clear that stuff. I just do it for safety. And you can shield bash right over the top of this gap and get right up in here. Come up from the side in case people are fighting here. All that fun stuff. So, nothing too crazy for Blizzard World. But things to think of just to increase your mobility on the playfield with Brigitte, because you need to add some extra things now that she's missing out on her stuns. Got a couple more maps here I'm going to show you. But get less and less amounts of them as we go. A lot of these just have one area to use shield bash mobility. So let's keep moving. Now we are in Eichenwald, and I actually should have started at the other spawn because this one is from the other spawn. I just want to double check this. I don't think you can make this one. So from the bridge over to that, yeah, that's way too far. I can already tell from here. Yeah, she just barely makes that. So you can't make that one. Unfortunately, you get the flanking snipers. But this one has to do all with this part of the map. So I'm going to come around from this side. And this is, again, if you're coming from spawn, which this is the first spawn, so it doesn't 100% make sense. It's more from the way far back spawn. But say you're coming from the second spawn, they've taken first point, they're going to start pushing the payload, but your team's still fighting them at that first spawn. You can come out from this door, up here, around. You don't want to go to the highest ground, you want to go to this one right here. And you can make this jump here to this platform, and then jump around the rotting bastion, or the decaying bastion, and then they've got to be holding for quite a while, because again, you just used your 8-second cooldown from up here to here. Now you have to use it again. But you do have to jump on this bastion to be able to make it to this point. And this is another one where you have to do the shield bash before the shield touches the wall, otherwise you won't pop over the top. So you pop right over the top to this, and then you can come down here. So again, your team has to be holding them here, or they have to just be rounding this corner. You can come from behind them. So again, just for fun, it's not going to be super competitive, but it is another one of those where the momentum from the shield bash will bop you over the top of that. They took a lot of her weird shield bash movements out. Like, you used to be able to shield bash and rocket flail at the same time and propel you forward, and they took that out, unfortunately. So you can't make a lot of those jumps you used to do. Because, see, you try and jump here, and if you're just trying to jump normally, it just slides you off. So you have to do the shield bash, and you'll bop right over the top. And they took a lot of those curb hops out, too, because you used to be able to, like, put your shield where it'd be at a 45-degree angle like that, and she'd bop over the top of things like that. But they took a lot of those out, and you have to find the weird ones where she'll do it. And you kind of get that height still with like payloads and that kind of stuff, but the payload's usually moving and never close to anything to use that on. Like the payload on the Hollywood at first point, if you try really, really hard, which I'll probably put at the end of the video, you can actually hop up onto the high ground on that first point, but it takes a lot, and you have to be like right at a certain point on the payload to get it to work. So maybe I'll show you that, but for right now we're going to move on to King's Row. Now King's Row, again, we're going to be coming from attack or spawn. Unfortunately, you can't take advantage of this high ground here. With some of the heroes, well, majority of the heroes, they can, if they can get up to that second one, they can get up to this first one. But you can use a hero like Pharah or something to get up there, and then you can stand right on the edge of this and change to another hero. So like, if you want to get Ashe up there or something, it's easier to go like Pharah and then swap at the edge of this and then go up to the top. But we're not here to talk about Ashe and all those people. We're here to talk about Brigitte, who cannot get up there. So we're going to go here. People obviously will be standing in spawn fighting. You're going to try not to get shot. Maybe put your shield up. They'll know you're in here, unfortunately, because you're right out in the open. But what you can do now, the first jump you need the shield bash for to get over here. So again, you'll have a lot of snipers. You'll have Bastions, Torbjorn sitting on those two landings. But you can make this first jump. Oh, unless you fail like me. I'm a failure. I'm a failure. But she can make that jump. I know she can. Hiya! Okay, maybe she can't. No, I know she can. I've done it. I've done it. This is the only flanking route on this map. Let's do this. Brigitte, I believe! Oh, I did it twice. That was cheating. Only do it once. Okay, Brigitte. Okay, again, a lot of these take finesse, so if this one doesn't make it, we'll cut. Yep, we're going to cut. I'll be right back. Alright, so I've never had a problem with this jump. Again, I'm actually going to try it again. I think I'm just jumping too early. That time I did it, but I had to stand there and look at my positioning, which you're going to get sniped instantly if you're trying to do that. So you have to do it right from this corner here. You can't be too far in. Gosh darn it. Now I can't do it again. Again, this one I actually use quite a bit. Oh, barnacles. This one I actually use quite a bit because, again, you'll have those snipers up there, and especially in quick play, a lot of people don't know how to take care of snipers. What is my problem today? Okay, we're going to do the one where I stand there like an idiot. You might have to time your shots. So, say a Widow's up here. You're going to go, she shoots, then you jump. Oh. I'm embarrassing myself. Alright, once more. We're going to narrate this out. So you come up here. You come up here. Hopefully Widow doesn't see you right away. She does. Shield up. Poof, she shoots, jump, shield bash, and then you make it. See, you can do it. It's just all about the precise placement. So this next one, you don't need to shield bash. You can just jump, and the Widow's up here. She's probably getting scared at this point, trying to shoot you. And you need to wait 8 seconds, which is the bad part of this. So sometimes I'll duck back here to get my shield bash up, and then possibly regen my shield from it getting hit. Or just remember where this hallway is, because a lot of times I'll just back up right here and be stuck with a Widow shooting at me. But this one, need the shield bash again, make it across here. And then from here you can come around, jump down here to attack point. You can keep going around this way to get anybody that's hiding up here. Jump down the point from here, and just keep attacking. And this is the only part from King's Row. I don't know what my problem was today trying to get up to that point. But our next one, we're going to be moving to somewhere a little bit warmer. So now we are in Numbani, and I actually don't have how many there are on this map written down. I believe there's only 1 or 2. And this first one is right away. And again, this is something you'll probably only see in quick play, maybe bronze and comp. You'll have snipers that stand right up here. You need your shield bash to get over to the top of this. And from here, you can shield bash to the top of the bus. It's not really going to help you because you're going to have to get down right away anyway. Or you can come around to the side here and just come up clearing people out. Sometimes you'll have people hiding in here. And then you'll have people up here, obviously. And I don't think you can make this. Yeah, you can't make that. Your shield doesn't hit in the right spot to pop you over the top of that. So I believe this is the only one in Numbani. I just want to double check, just so I'm not leaving anything out for you guys. Yeah, you can jump along. You can jump across the pathway to get across the skyways to get across them faster instead of walking around them. But yeah, it looks like it's the only one. Yep, the only one is that first one, which, again, it's nothing crazy, but it's something to think about if you do have a sniper that's sitting up there. And then we're going to move to the next one, which is Rialto, which actually I don't think I'll do a cut here because I can just do this. All the control maps are really straightforward maps. There isn't really the bunch of side pathways. And both sides are mirrored to each other, and typically you won't be on the other side of the map unless like you're chasing the other team back to spawn. In that case, you're not going to take a lot of flanks. So control maps, don't worry about those. I might continue looking at them just in case. Like Elios Well, maybe you can go across like rooftops and stuff, but nothing that I can think of off the top of my head. And it's hard to like switch in between maps on those anyway when you're in your custom games. So we're going to move on to Rialto, because Dorado, Junkertown don't have any that I could find. Actually, Junkertown does, right? Junkertown might. Let's go to Junkertown quick.
Welcome to Junkertown.
Alright, so Junkertown has one. It's right at the beginning. The rest of them are all pretty straightforward and any hero can do. Oh yes, so the one I was thinking of in Junkertown is this rooftop. Again, it's a lot of the snipers that do these weird stuff. You'll have Widows and Hanzels that sit right on top of there and try to hide behind here and snipe down into the spawn. So if there being an issue and nobody's coming up there to get them, you can come up and do it yourself. And then I believe you need the shield bash. Yep, you need the shield bash for here too, so that's already a cooldown you have to use to get all the way over here. And then this one, you don't need a shield bash, you can just jump over the top. So you only need the one cooldown to wait for to get all the way over here. And a lot of people will set up here again. Or you can come right down this way, and if your team's pushing from over there, you can push from the backside. All that good stuff. So I didn't have that one written down, but that is just a smaller one you can do. Let's move on to the next one. So Rialto has two of them, and again, a lot of these happen at the beginning of the game or the end. This first one is going to happen at the beginning, and it's going to be with all of these rooftops. You can actually make it to, I'm going to say you can make it to this first one. Yep, you can make it to this first one. I thought I was going to be taking a dip in the water there for a second. But yep, you can make it to the first one. And usually your enemy team will be nice enough to clear this out for you so you don't have to do it. You can jump in between the rooftops, because again, you'll have people setting up on here. And I want to say you can make it to this one from this. It might, yep, you can do that. Okay, so I don't think you can make it from that one though, because that one's a little too far away. We can try it, of course, because I have unlimited cooldowns. Yeah. Nope, you can make it from all of them. So you can travel between these three rooftops, whether you're defending or attacking. You can't make it back to your spawn from here because it's a little too high up. You can make it from there to here, though. So that's the first one. And there should be a second one, if I'm not mistaken. Oop. Just gotta remember where it's at. That might be the only one, because I can't think of another spot that would have that kind of intertwining higher ground. Because this one, you can only do that. This one, you can only do this stuff. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, that there would be more than one. Oh, you know what it might be? Back at the beginning, we want to go up these stairs. So this is probably more of the attacker side, because again, you're pushing this way. So you can, I believe, do this. Nope, it might be the other way. Again, not something you might need to do, but it's there as an option. You can go like this and make it over to this roof. So that's going to be from a defender side. If you want to walk all the way up there, instead of just walking through here, over here. If you have somebody sitting up here that you're trying to get down, and nobody else is doing it, or paying attention to you calling it out, you can jump from there to here. And for the final one, Watch Point Gibraltar has one. Oh, I almost just ran off the top. I have to remember where this one is, actually. Because this, you can actually jump up with any hero. You have to use this. And then... Oh, that last box is a little weird because it's so small. You can actually just walk up on the last box. And you can get all the way up here. And you can actually make this jump, which might be the only one you can actually do that I'm thinking of. Oops. You can make it back over there, though. I just didn't jump in time. Brigitte, where else can you go on this map? That doesn't seem like that would be the one I was thinking of. You can make it up here, but this is any hero again. Just jump up the side of it. That might be it. So yeah, you can... That's just another simple one. You have to use that weird box thing. So I'm going to show you again, just in case. Well, actually, quickly. Oop. You come from the top here, just jump over the top here. From the defending side and from the attacking side, again, there's this little outcropping, and you need to jump on that. Like, you can't just jump up there. You have to jump up this way. And then walk up on this box, and then you can jump over the top. And then come down here, come here, get any snipers, clear them out. All that fun stuff. But yeah, that is all of the flanks that I could think of or find for Brigitte. Just weird, fun things to do. Again, I don't advise using them in your competitive games, just more quick play for fun. If you guys have any that you know of that you need to use the shield bash for that no other heroes can get to, well, other heroes can't get to normally. Like, think of like Reinhardt and Risa. Can they get up there? Who else am I thinking of? Like Ana. Can Ana get up there? That kind of stuff. So let me know in the comment section below. Or if you guys have suggestions for other tips or tricks, videos, we can do tips for the majority of the heroes. Some of them I'm not great with, so I wouldn't suggest that. But yeah, I'll try my best if you guys do suggest anything, and I'll look into it and see other people that actually know how to play the heroes if they have any. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. I am going to do a little montage on Hollywood to see if I can pop up from the payload to the higher ground at the first point. Otherwise, if you guys are going to head out, be sure to hit that like and subscribe if you have not already, and we'll see you guys next time. Stay sharp, everyone.